is that we started a toilet paper war. So back and forth, we would be toilet papering each other's houses. And it was a good and bad thing, but it was one of the best memories I have ever made. It was in the era where I was having the time of my life. I was immature and I was the most happiest. My parents are divorced, and they have been divorced ever since my first day of my freshman year. And it's hard just because my parents are missing half my life and I am missing half of their lives. And the situation, I was initially sad about it. I was very upset, and I still am. How can I not? And this event just turned into kind of a snowball effect. I was sad about the divorce, and then it piled onto a bunch of other problems. And eventually I started to feel very emotionally drained. I didn't want to get out of bed. I was upset for so much of my high school time. And I started to struggle with self-esteem issues. And I'm very insecure, I don't know if you can tell, but I know that this is a part of growing up, and because when you grow up, you learn and experience things. And growing up, or back when I was in my youth, I didn't know what self-esteem was. It's just something I grew up and figured out myself. And now I didn't know what it was like to think that someone didn't like themselves or someone wasn't proud of themselves. And as a kid, you're so ignorant and you have no idea what's going on in the world. And rough times like the ones I've experienced recently really make me miss the old times when I was in my youth. I miss being innocent, and I miss being in my childhood. And I would do anything to go back and relive it. The irony of this whole thing is that when I was a kid, all I wanted to do was grow up. I wanted to drive. I wanted to have my own cell phone. When I was little, I watched the classic Disney shows and Nickelodeon shows, and was expecting this perfect, amazing high school life. Now, let me tell you, my high school experience was nothing like High School Musical. Now, in a little over a month, I'm going to be turning 18 and graduating high school. That's kind of scary. And I'm growing up. I'm moving on from my childhood, but part of me, still wants me to be a kid. But there's no way that's going to happen. There's no going back. I spent a lot of my time when I was younger wishing I was older. Now that I'm older, I wish I was younger. The older I get, and the reason why I miss being younger is because that was the fun time. I feel like the older I get, I'm expected to be more mature. Last year, I was walking the halls with one of my friends, and she was walking, I was running, and just being a total dork. I was swinging around and swinging my backpack, and she had the nerve to tell me, "Tanya, you are so immature and you act like such a little kid. I'm actually embarrassed." I was in disbelief, and I could not believe that she said something like that. But why is being a kid so bad? Figuratively, I'm 18, an adult. Emotionally, I'm about 10 years old. And I have a very childlike personality in a good way. That means I don't like to be serious when I don't have to be. Just because I'm an adult doesn't mean I have to act like an adult. I still make immature jokes. I like to wave at strangers when I'm in the car. I still spit ice cubes at my friends in a restaurant. And that's all things kids do, an adult. It's how I stay young. And life is more fun that way. Do me a favor, everyone. Stay young, never grow up, and go TP your neighbor's yard. Thank you.